everybody, it's Bubba Rob. How's it going? I'm sitting here in the car after my meditative walk down here at Royal Bay. What a beautiful spot. I was going for a walk and doing my walk, and I'll be damned if I didn't see another bald eagle hunting here on the ocean. Amazing. But anyways, first things first today, I want to wish everybody a happy Father's Day, especially to my dad and to my mom too, because, she was there at the beginning, right? If I didn't have them, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be the person that I am. I wouldn't have gone through what I've gone through and have some humility looking back at my life, right? It's pretty important. Yeah, today I think is another day to be grateful and have some gratitude towards your parents, even if they weren't necessarily the best. I know we've all gone through our things, and some people have gone through a lot tougher than I have, and, really, if we didn't have the parents we had, we wouldn't be here. So try and have some, if you can try and be positive, it's a good thing. If not, just let it go. It's over, it's done with. Okay, something I want to talk about today is in my journey, and I'm going to have to change the name of my channel. I'll take the carnivore part out. But, that's also relevant because there was a lot of things a couple of years ago I learned when I was doing that, which was very important. And at some point I'll talk about it. But what I want to talk about today was yesterday I had to go for back injections. Now, that was a tough, painful go. But today, I know some people, they have good results and bad results, but today I'm already seeing the benefits of it. I'm quite surprised. I went a little bit early for my tea, and my friend Jeff showed up, and we're having a chat. And normally when I get up from our chats, I actually quite a bit of pain because the angle of my body, right? I'm kind of like that. And from being in a machine all these years, it's like I go into like a muscular atrophy or something. And that really causes a lot of grief with the arthritis and those discs in the hips. And I got up today. There is virtually no pain. Shocked. I was shocked with the actual change in my mobility as quick as it has. I don't know. It's, if it gives me 6 months or a year, I know I got at least 1 or 2 more of those injections to go. But if it helps me being mobile and I can start losing some weight and take care of my heart issues better, I think it's all the more positive thing to do. So I just want to say thank you very much to the pain clinic at the Jubilee Hospital and Dr. Fisher. Hope he doesn't mind me saying his name. Really good guy, kind of funny. Obviously he knows what he's doing. He made me hurt though. I got to tell you this story. When I was in there getting the shots done, I hear this, "Oh, okay, the numbing's going in." Oh, that stung. Oh, that hurt. And then, the right side gets done. Okay, now the injection's going in. Holy doodle. I almost lost my noodle, the pain. I was like, there's a few F-bombs, right? Pardon me. I'm trying not to swear. Anyways, it's like, oh, God. Oh, Man, did that hurt. And then they go to the next side. Oh, some more numbing going in. Oh, okay. Time for the injection. Well, if I thought the right side hurt, the left side was about 10 times worse than the right side. And I was crying for my mommy, I tell you. Holy smokes. Oh, it was awful. It was fucking terrible. Pardon my language. It was brutal. It was unbelievable pain. And I'm like, and I felt so bad. I was cursing and grabbing the the operating table. Like, oh, it was brutal. And then I kind of pain subsided a bit, and I go to the nurses. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry for my language." "Oh, that's okay. We've heard it before." And then I said to him, I said, "I'm so sorry you had to view my plumber's crack." He said, "That's okay. We've seen lots of plumber's cracks before." And I said, "Have you?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, if you wanted, you could have left a toonie for me after having a look." Oh, man, everybody started laughing. Anyways, I had to tell you that. I tried to have a bit, even in pain, I tried to have some fun with it, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe when I go in for the next one, if I see a roll of toonies, then I guess maybe my plumber crack's not so bad. Embarrassing, but oh well. Anyways, I just better make sure. Yeah, better. So glad I had a shower. Anyways, why am I telling this story? The reason I'm telling this story is there's a lot of things that happen to us in our lives that create a lot of pain. After choices we've made. And the one thing I really try and do is take responsibility for it because, you know, when you're in pain every day and it's been going on for years, long time, and people see me and, it's like, I haven't ridden my Harley for a couple of years and, oh, people say, "Oh, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it?" And I said, "Well, I just remind myself I did it to myself. I chose what I chose to do during a living. I chose what I chose to do as far as going to the gym. And I also chose to be into bikes. And ultimately, it's my responsibility, whether it was my fault or not, when I hit the asphalt 4 times, okay? So it is what it is. So if you can take responsibility for the things that have happened to you, and we get ourselves out of being a victim, because I've done that a lot, it makes it easier. It makes the pain pass. It just makes it better, right? Nobody ever held a gun to my head to do what I had to do. That's it. If you really think somebody has, they haven't. You always have the opportunity to quit and make a change. That's about it. It's about improving yourself. It's about learning. Do what you got to do to make the change to have a better life. And if you think about it, when you think about your father, and if you're a father, really, what are you willing to do to put food on the table? When you see that meal on that table and you're feeding your family, or you think of the past when you've had those family dinners, appreciate yourself, because you've got up, you had your shower, you had your breakfast, you went out there, you had to do what you had to do, whether you liked it or not, you did it. Okay? Anyways, that's my message for today. I hope you all appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day. I love you all. Remember one thing: Most important thing, to be a good person, a good stoic, biker, whatever you are, the most important thing is to be kind. Be kind to yourself first. Be in the moment. And if you can do that, you can help others and put the good out. Okay? I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.